And opened up about his battles with
the people ashamed to talk about it, you myself.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, G.A. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl up there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's Derek White. And it's Walker in at the 2 spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past. Respected coach who has won Coach of the Year, but the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him, and he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
Washington making some changes. Hachimura comes in for Troy Brown. And John Wall subbed in for Ish Smith. The Spurs also changing it up. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Purdy. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray subbed in for White. Walker the pass to Murray. Walker against Payton, and they'll keep possession. Murray kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 3. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Gay. Here's Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. No one near Wall as he lets it go. And that one hits back iron. Spurs trail by 16. From deep three-point range, Hachimura grabs the miss. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Wagner. To the inside. Payton, good. And the Wizards lead by 18.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's Hachimura. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Aldridge. San Antonio again missing. Hachimura the pass to Payton. Bertans with the ball. Now the pass to Wagner. He dishes it to Wall. That's good for his third bucket.
They are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove.
Spurs decide to talk it over. Out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Beal's shot is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
He kicks at the Wall. Here's Hachimura, covered by Lyons. And that one's good. Hachimura Hachimura's got 4 this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Drills it from outside.
And the points count, but I think the defense will give him that shot anytime he wants it.
Beal, the pass to Mahinmi. Inside. Wall. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Wall's got 8.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Forbes can't get it to go. Wizards have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Here's Mahinmi, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Forbes. The shot. Bonga pulls it in. Bonga's got 5 rebounds tonight.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurt him.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's DeRozan. The three-pointer off the mark. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bonga, the pass to Mahinmi, and Mahinmi with the stop.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
To the paint, here's Hachimura. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
We've seen Bill evolve as a playmaker, including how he spots his open teammates.
And finished off by Beal.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Washington Wizards sitting.
Come on.
Close their lead. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Washington had no problems getting going. Looking absolutely unstoppable off the tip. They put...
Come on, Spurs.
And that...
I'm losing. 4-9-14, I'm losing.
First half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
Yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating the whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league, and it's a copycat game. And so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you can say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college.
I would agree. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Well, John Wall coming back after that Achilles injury he suffered in the start of 2019. It's been a long road to recovery for him, and I know just how much he misses playing every day.
Forbes can't get it to go.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is,
Huh?
I know he's upset with his
I want some.
and with the school.
Ball passes to Hachimura.
Yeah. What to do?
I'm just putting the shade down.
No, why? Where's the noise coming from?
Oh, I just slammed the window shut.
Got a hand on it. There's the dish to Bryant, and he comes up with the deuce.
I want my window open.
Bryant's got
I want
6 points.
the shade open.
Another bucket down
Yeah.
low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Thank you.
To Murray, the kick out to Aldridge. There's the three. Good, and the assist goes
Love
to
you.
Murray.
Love you, bud.
Aldridge has got his first bucket of the game,
Can you take the pants down?
I will after.
Alright.
and he's on the board for three. And C. Webb, as we know, with Wall, he made the most of his time missed by finishing his degree.
Yeah, Wall was able to take the classes he needed to complete his bachelor's degree from Kentucky. I'm sure he would have preferred to play instead, but he saw an opportunity with his education and made the most of it.
San Antonio making a switch here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gage comes in for Trey Lyles. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Ish Smith, he's checked in for Washington. Spurs also with the sub. Walker's checked in for DeJounte Murray. They get it back. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Poeltl. Kicks it to Gay. Back to Poeltl. Wants to get it to Bellinelli and does. Here's Gay. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Gay's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, and if you were the defense, you have to be right in the jersey of Gay. A knockdown threat on the catch and shoot.
Berton's shot is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Spurs passing it around. Wasted no time on that one. Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Wizards have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Beal, the pass to Bryant. Back to Beal. Six for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
He's a go-to scorer. Once Bill starts to heat up, you better watch out.
Poeltl kicks to Bellinelli. Outside, White. Back to Walker. White the pass to Walker. Gay with it. He's covered by Beal. Walker in the corner. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Brown the pass to Beal. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 14 points for Bradley Beal.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Bellinelli dishes to Gay. Passes to Poeltl. Now here's White. Defended by Bryant. There's Walker with the three. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle, here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Back to Walker. Puts up a three. Drops in the tray. Walker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Brown kicks to Bryant. Cans it from downtown. Bryant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D struggling to keep up.
And finish
Fuck.
by Beal.
Such
Fuck.
a little bit of room to flush it with force.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Bellinelli passes to Gay. Poeltl dishes to Walker. Back to Poeltl. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. And the shot is long.
Fuck.
For Washington, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Oh, look, I love the confidence of Bill, but when you work that hard in the offseason, you have a jump shot that wet, I guess it's easy to embrace the punishment. Yeah, Kevin, and it didn't happen overnight, but it's clear that Bradley Beal is a franchise player. I mean, he's worked on his game year to year, and now he's a superstar in this league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Mahinmi's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Mo Wagner comes in for Bertans. Gary Payton is checked in for Troy Brown. And John Wall subbed in for Ish Smith.
Oh, Bill is graceful on the drive, clever at finding ways around the defense.
Mills can't hit.
A shot like that is...
way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about... very strange.
From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Up past the wall. The Wizards have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. That free throw good from Mahinmi. And he makes both free throws. 6 seconds left in the third. It's stolen by Wall. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards. That quarter had to take a lot out of it. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to the play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for San Antonio, Murray out there with Johnson. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Medu in at the power forward. The wide open look here for DeRozan. From outside, off the mark.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around the neck. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
Johnson, the pass to Medu. Here's Murray. And the bucket is
A1
for him.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
And Washington making a change here. Robinson's checked in. That one misses for Murray. There's more and more. We're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road it's great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there, so you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots off.
They get it back. Mahinmi kicks to Payton. Back to Mahinmi. And Mahinmi with the stop.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
Robinson misses.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you got to take advantage.
Murray, the pass to Medu. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Napier with it. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know, he's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you know, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, you know, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic in his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand dieting, they understand rest, and so many they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone pythons out there in any of these games. Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball. He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Outside Robinson. Back to Napier. The Wizards working the ball around now. Payton kicks to Napier. 5 to shoot. And the layup is good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Johnson from outside. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
And with that three ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the Wizards.
Payton against Johnson. The pass to Napier. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Murray. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance.
Well, so often we see this transition bucket off turnover.
Well, you know, Greg, this is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
And here is Payton. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid for Zingers. And we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time onto your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Wizards.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Beal.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Johnson finds Mills. Second shot opportunity, and it's Poeltl that time on the assist by Mills.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Mahimi. Again, the Wizards good for two.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they played for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
And here's Mills from the arc. He can't hit that time. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but yeah. To appreciate just what a clinical performance they put. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.